Welcome to the next video on topology. In the previous videos, we have seen the definition of limit point of a set. Okay, now let me go back to the definition. Then in this video, we will see 2 or 3 more examples and we will find the derived set of A. Now here a point X is called a limit point of a set A if every neighborhood of X contains a point of A other than X, and then we said that X is limit point of A if every deleted neighborhood of X intersects A. Deleted neighborhood means from that neighborhood you remove the point, right? And then we have seen what are the limit points of rational numbers. Set of all the real numbers is a derived set of rationals. And then we have taken a set particular example for a lower limit topology. We have found the set of all the limit points of a set open interval 0 1 in lower limit topology, and we found that it is nothing but the closed interval 0 open interval 1, that is the derived set. So as I said previously, here we will change our topology. Now we will take the same set but we will change the topology. Okay, so let us take this example. What is the derived set of, let us take the same set open interval 0 1 in, let us change the topology. Last time we have taken lower limit topology, now here we will take the usual topology, and then we will see what are the differences. Okay, now again we have the same situation. We have R, and in this R we have open interval 0 and 1. Okay, and now we have to find what are the limit points. Now what is the crucial thing here is set of the way we have defined the neighborhoods. Okay, here the basic neighborhoods are the open intervals, and in lower limit it is the left close, right open. Okay, that will play a important role. Okay, so let us take one case by case. Let us take case 1. Let us check what happens if X is here. Okay, so minus infinity less than X. Let us take X belongs to R first. Let X belongs to R. Okay, now if X is less than 0, then we will see what happens. Okay, now your X is here. You have to find, now it says every neighborhood should intersect this set, deleted neighborhood. But just by looking at this, you can find a neighborhood of X that will not intersect this. Precisely, we can find this. X is somewhere here. So you find that R such that the neighborhood around X of that radius R will not intersect the given set. You can pause and you can find that R. Okay, so if X is less than 0, let me write that for you. Then let R be, X is here, so you take the distance or you take a midpoint of this here somewhere, and if you take that midpoint and if you take the open interval, that's the basic neighborhood that will not intersect with the given set, and hence that X cannot be the limit point. Okay, no matter how close your X is to 0, but not equals to 0, of course. Okay, 0 will take in another case. So no matter how much close you are to 0, still you can find R such that neighborhood of that X intersection with this set will be empty. Right, so let R, what will be that R? Right, this X is something, let us take a particular example. You have 0 here, and let us take X to be minus 1. What will be this R? Don't say minus 1 by 2, because that R is a positive number. Okay, so this X is negative, so we take minus X by 2. So let us take R because X is negative here. So let us take r to be minus x divided by 2 in between here. So 0 minus x, it is how you find the average of this. One point is x, another point is y, and you have to find the midpoint of it. How you find? It is y minus x divided by 2. So here it is 0 minus x divided by 2, that is minus x upon 2. That's how you got r. Okay, then you take ball around x. Let me write ball around x of radius r, that is equals to ball around x of radius minus x upon 2, that is equals to, ball around x means the balls are open here, open intervals, that is x minus x by 2 comma x plus minus x by 2, right? This is the open interval. You can simplify this. Okay, and ball around x of radius r intersection with your open interval 0 1, this is empty. You can make it out. Your open ball in this case will be somewhere here like this. You take the intersection with this, it will be empty because your r is nothing but the half of the distance of these two. Alright, so this implies your x, this implies x is not the limit point. Okay, let me take this out. So x is not a limit point. So if x is less than 0, it's not a limit point. Let us take greater than 1. Case 2, 1 less than x less than infinity, that is x between that side. So let us draw again the diagram. This is r, you have open interval 0 and 1 here, and now your x is somewhere this side. It can be far away from 1 or it can be very close to 1. Okay, now what radius you will take? My claim is this is not a limit point. That means just by looking at this diagram also you can say that there exists r such that ball around x of radius r intersection with this set will be empty. Okay, but you have to give the precise r. What will be that r? What r you will take? So let us take that r to be, let r is equals to, again you take the distance of these two by half, right? Let us take x plus 1 by 2, not plus, minus. Let us take the distance to be this, right? This minus this, or x minus 1 by 2. So you take a half the distance of this. Again, if you want to make it much more simpler, you can take this 1/3 or 1/10 or 1/100. Okay, as long as you are not intersecting with this set, we will be done. Okay, no problem. Then I'm not writing now again. Ball around x of radius r intersection with 0 1 equals to empty. Hence this x is not the limit point. This is not the limit point. Okay, now we have exhausted less than 0, we have exhausted greater than 1. Let us take a point in between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. Case 3, zero less than or equals to x less than or equals to 1. Now my claim is this is a limit point now. Okay, so let us take, let u be neighborhood of x. Okay, let me draw it again. You have R, you have 0, you have 1, and now we have a point in between this. Let us take X. Okay, let me remove this 0 and 1 first, then once we identify we will include it. Okay, now X lies between 0 and 1. X is somewhere here. Now it says every neighborhood of X should intersect this 0 and 1. Okay, just by looking at this you can see, because whenever you take any neighborhood it will be an open interval. So either it will be inside this or outside this, no problem. Okay, but now precisely you have to take the interval, you have to give a precise interval. So let us take a neighborhood U of X. Okay, this implies, because X belongs to U and U is open, this implies there exists some R greater than 0 such that the open interval X minus R, X plus R contains inside U. Okay, now what happens is, like, this X minus R, X plus R will be somewhere uh, inside U. Now how should I write that? Let us take R. Now there exists R greater than 0 such that this happens. Okay, this happens. Now let us take say P is equals to minimum of X minus R, X plus R. Okay, minimum of 0. No, how should I take? I want the minimum distance. So minimum distance of this may be very close to here, or this may be very close to here. So we cannot take that directly distance. Okay, so let P be the minimum of let us take minimum of this 1 and this X plus R. X plus R can be here or here, right? If X plus R is here, then you will take X plus R because you are taking minimum. If X plus R is here, then you are taking 1. Okay, so 1 and say X plus R. Let us take Q to be now X minus R. So X minus R can be here or here. If X minus R is here, you will take X minus R. If X minus R is here, then you will take 0. So maximum of 0 and X minus R. Okay, both are positive, all are positive distances. X minus R, X plus R need not be. But there is a guarantee that if you take open interval P comma Q, that will be contained inside open interval 0, 1. There is a guarantee because the way we have defined P and Q. P is the minimum of this and this. Q is maximum of not P and Q. It's Q comma P. Q comma P is contained inside this. Okay, and of course if you have this and X belongs to this set, and therefore the intersection is non-empty, and then X is the limit point. Okay, this implies this X belongs to P comma Q, of course, which is contained inside U. Okay, because X minus R, X plus R is in U. You are taking the minimum maximum, it will be in U, and not P comma Q. I should write Q comma P. Otherwise, that will be a negative and a positive and a negative number. Q comma P. Q comma P is contained inside open interval 0, 1. This implies U intersection 0, 1. Even if you remove one point from here, makes no difference. different singleton 0 is non-empty, and therefore this x is limit point of open interval 0 1 in R with usual topology. Okay, so almost we have exhausted all the cases except at 0 and 1, because first we have taken less than 0, second we have taken greater than 0, third we have taken in between 0 and 1. Now we have to take these two. Okay, so now let us take case 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Case 4, x equals to 0. So 0 is here, 1 is here. This is your R. So any guesses? Check whether it's a limit point. It is limit point because no matter how small you are taking the neighborhood of this 0, it will always intersect 0, 1. And again, for case 5, no matter how small you are taking your neighborhood around 1, it will always intersect the neighborhood, means you have to take less than this side. And for this, you have to go this side. Okay, so it will take, in fact, it will contain infinitely many points. Okay, so if alpha is equals to 0, then let that beta, let us take this u, let u be neighborhood, let us take v, why u only, otherwise we will increase. So let us take v be a neighborhood of x. Since v is the neighborhood, there exists some s greater than 0 such that ball around x of radius s, so x minus s, x plus s contains at v. Okay, around this there exists, you are taking some neighborhood, it can be anything, and then there exists something like this, so x minus x somewhere, something like this. Alright, this implies, or let beta is equals to minimum of, let us take this beta to be minimum of say 1, that this x plus s can go that side, can go beyond 1. So we will take minimum of 1 and x plus s. So of course this will be less than 1 and this will be less than x plus s. Okay, also we have x which is equals to 0 is less than beta. Okay, this implies, also this happens, this implies if you take beta by 2 a point, this will be in open interval 0 comma beta, right, and open interval 0 comma beta will lie between open interval minus or x minus s, x plus s. In fact, if you take x, we have taken that x equals to 0, so this is nothing but the open interval minus s comma s, and this is contained inside v. Okay, so from this, even if you remove beta, still it will be non-empty, right? That means this beta is a point in v, and even if you remove that 0, no problem, 0 is nothing but x, still no problem. So this set, and it will be inside open interval 0 1, or you can say that their intersection is non-empty, right? This implies v intersection is 0 1, difference this 0 or x is non-empty, and this implies 0 is limit point of open interval 0 1. Okay, so 0 is the limit point. Similarly, you can write it for 1. Case 5. Case 5, x equals to 1. I will say that x equals to 1 is limit point of 0 1, and for this, since I have done all those things, let me write through this. So if you see the cases now, we have divided, or now we have exhausted a whole of our Case 1 we have taken negative, case 2 we have taken all those which are greater than 1, case 3 we have taken in between 0 and 1, case 4 we have taken 0, and case 5 we have taken 1, and then we found the different things. Now if you see now here, hence the derived set of 0 1, that is derived set of 0 1 in R with usual topology is nothing nothing less than 0, nothing greater than 1, in between 0 and 1, x equals to 0, x equals to 1. So that is precisely you will have close interval 0 and close interval 1, because all the points in between 0 and 1 are the limit points, 1 is the limit point and 0 is the limit point. So the derived set is precisely close interval 0 and 1. Okay, now that's it with this example. Let me state one more example, and then this example, the limit points we will find in the next lecture, next video. Alright, let us take A to be set of all the points of the set 1 upon n such that n is a subset, n belongs to natural number. We take all the 1 upon n, that is 1, half, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and so on. Of course, this A is a subset of R with usual topology. Find derived set of A in R with usual topology. Okay, so I will leave this as here only. In the next video we will try to solve this. We will try to get the limit points of this set, but I suggest you find the limit points, you consider all the cases, and sometimes in this problem, since you are dealing with 1 upon n naught or 1 upon n, you may have to use Archimedean property. Okay, so that's it for the day. See you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.